Alright, welcome back to the stream. It's been a while since I did a stream, and a lot has happened since then. Last time we were working on the AI news website that we're building, and last time, we had most of this stuff, but we've added a lot of things, and we also were able to push to production. I got a domain set up and everything is in production now. So the website is live. I did a lot of work on this, and so we were able to get a domain AInewsHQ.ai, and it was a process. I mean, this was my first time ever building a website and like actually getting it published onto the web, and I'm hosting it through Vercel. And a lot of it was first time me just asking the AI, like, can you walk me through how we can push this to production, and just following the steps. And it was a experience and something that I think I can use forever for building other projects that I want to do. And so now we're at a point where it's live, and I made a post on a Reddit r/vibecoding, and it actually did pretty well, and we were able to get a couple people to sign up and start using the website. So I think we got about 14 or 15 people that signed up organically, and yeah, it's just really cool to see what we're able to do. And now it's just about improving the website. I want to add some more features. I want to get some more sources for the articles, so that it's not just one thing, because a lot of the articles are coming from TechCrunch. That's like a majority because they post the most. But we've got MIT Tech Review here, we've got AI to People News and stuff like that. But I'm going to be adding some more kind of like blog post style articles in here from Substacks. So I'm going to be trying to do a RSS ingest on those and see if that works. So that's kind of where we're at now. We made a lot of progress, and I'm super excited for trying to get more people to use the site. But yeah, that's kind of the update from the last live stream that I did. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we're going to be working on today. So let me just get some stuff set up here, and we'll get started. All right, so let's see. So I made a ChatGPT prompt and asked it to give me some, reputable names in some Substacks that have to do with AI, robotics, just technology in general. And we got a couple that I want to try out and see if we can use their RSS feed URL to start ingesting those articles into the website. So I think there's two that I want to try. One is the oneusefulthing.org. This one has some good articles that we can use. And then this one here. So let's see here. One useful thing. So these two here. Also, Windsurf now has Gemini 3 available for use, so we're going to be trying that out today. I haven't used it before, so we'll see how well it does. So we want to use the website URL. Copy that. And the feed URL.
Fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
Actually, let me just copy this. Down there.
Knockout. You win.
Okay. So let's do. This might take a while. Alright, whatever. Let's run it. Yeah, because I haven't run I haven't run an npm or a RSS ingest on the dev side in a while, so it's going to be fetching a lot of articles, and it's probably going to have to generate AI images for a lot of them, which might take some time. But after we do that, then we can run that other prompt that we had and add those other sources in there, and then we can do another run and see if they're actually going. So yeah, backlog summary 77. So it has to process the AI summary for 77 articles. So that's going to take some time. But I think since that's already running, we can start running the other one. Just get it started. All right. Do that. Gemini 3. Send that off. And it should update the mock TS. internal error occurred. Why? Okay, Gemini 3 had an issue with that. So yeah, there we go, we got those added. And let me just run this SQL query in Supabase. We can go to dev side. Put that. Okay, so those are in Supabase now. All right, so we got the new sources in Supabase, so after this pipeline is done running, we can run it again and see if it picks up the new sources. But it is going to take a while because it needs images. But it is kind of weird because I added the MIT Technology Review like image in there, that black and white one. And that was just supposed to be the fallback for when it couldn't grab an image for that source. But I think the AI image generator is going to generate images for all of these ones because it thinks it didn't grab one, but I have the fallback for it. So I could change that or just keep it so it does do that, but it does cost money. It costs 4 cents every time it generates an image, so you know. But also, yeah, last time I streamed, I don't think we had this like stock scrolling bar here. So I used a live stock market data API and was able to integrate this. And then we've got this option here that shows all of the stocks that we have. I'm going to add more to this, but this was just like the basic thing that it made was the top like tech and AI stocks. But we can add more to this. And eventually I want to add some features that will, all of the articles that are getting ingested, there's going to be an option where you can kind of see what is affecting these stocks. So there would be like some sort of button on these cards that you could click and it would bring you to all of the articles about that stock. And you could see, you know, all of the latest news that's happening with that stock. Alright, so now the pipeline is generating images. It has to generate images for 10 of the articles. It's not bad. 40 cents. Not bad. So yeah, I think the coolest thing about this is this like pipeline that I'm running right now. So, you know, it grabs all of the articles, it processes AI summary for all of them, it will create AI images for articles that don't have images, and we're doing the latest articles from the past 2 weeks, because if I did more than that, then the database would just fill up with all of these like old articles that we don't need anymore. So after it does all of that, you can see here it says successfully deleted 141 old articles. So those are all of the articles that were past the 2-week mark. So it deletes all of those, and then it does this category backfill. So it processes all of the articles and then puts them in their respective categories that we have listed here, you know, LLMs, robotics, healthcare, all that stuff. So it is really cool. And then it'll also delete any duplicate articles. So it'll search and see if there's articles with similar names, and then it'll delete duplicates. All right, so that is done running. And yeah, it processes AI images for all those MIT ones, which is fine. All right, so now that we did that, it should run a lot faster this time, and we should be able to see if it picks up those new sources that we added. So let's do this. So that one we already did. TechCrunch. AI to news. Humanoid robotics technology. We already have that one. Google AI blog. What else? MIT Tech Review. And here we go. Yep. One useful thing. So that's the new one that we added. So it's grabbing articles from the past 2 weeks from that one. And the AI supremacy. So yeah, those worked. And I want to see if it... So it didn't grab images for any of those. So it's gonna generate AI images for all of those. So let's just ask it why unable to grab any OG images for the new sources we added. What makes it not be able to grab an OG image? Alright, so what I found for the two new sources, both of the sources, Substack sites, their RSS feeds look like this. Each of them has an enclosure tag with the hero image. The full article page. Our normal Substack posts do have structured images in the body and very likely standard open graph tags. How your ingest currently tries to get images. It only looks for RSS media fields. It never checks item enclosure, even though Substack is putting the images there. Let's try the OG fallback. Only if thumb URL fetches article HTML and then searches. If the HTTP request fails, times out, or the meta tags differ from those exact shapes, it returns null. So why did you get no images for these sources? For these Substack fields, primary reason they expose the hero image via enclosure, not via media thumbnail. Your code ignores enclosure, so thumbnail is null for every article. Then OG fallback runs for every item and is fragile. Needs a successful fetch within 8 seconds. Given that you're not using the RSS enclosure images that are already there, and OG fallback is the only remaining path and can easily fail. The pipeline ends up with no thumb URL. Easy fix. Use the RSS enclosure directly before falling back to OG. After checking, also check enclosure. Keep OG scraping as a true last resort. If you want, I can wire that into the ingest for you and optionally make extract OG a bit more robust. Sounds good to me. Yes, do that. Ingest now uses enclosure, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it would need to create a backfill script if you want to update them. Can help sketch out a small backfill that reads recent articles from those two sources and updates thumb URL. Yes, create that backfill script. backfill script created. Blah, 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 blah. Updates database row. npm script, how to run it. Alright, so if we run this, then we should see, I'll let you guys see it over here. So this is one of the articles, AI supremacy. So instead of that AI generated image, it should grab the actual image from the article. So let's see if it does it. What does that say? Processing source. No items without image for this source. I don't know if it knows that we generated an image for it. It said this. I'm pretty sure. I'll just talk. I'm pretty sure it said this because it already generated an AI image for the article because it wasn't able to find an image at first, which is how the pipeline is working right now. So is there any way that we can run this script and it'll completely get rid of the AI generated image that we had for it, and it'll redo the ingest? Failed to process audio recording. That sucks. I'm pretty sure this is because we generated an AI image for the articles because it wasn't able to fetch one in the beginning. That's how the pipeline works right now. Is there any way to reset that so that the AI image is deleted and we can try to run the script again and see if it grabs the actual article image instead of AI generating one. Alright, so it made another script so that it gets rid of the AI images for the Substack. So we will run this one first. Deleting 2, deleting 5. New version of npm is available. Okay. So if we reset it, okay. So yeah, the image is gone from those ones. Is it only... There should be 7 of them? Or 5? No, it should be 7. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, because that'll last 3 days. Okay. Alright, so we did that, and then now we will do this one. And okay, looks like it was getting it. Completed, okay. Yeah, okay, so it actually grabbed the image for them now. Perfect. I wonder if I could do that for more of these. Usually it's the MIT Tech Review ones that it has to grab the AI image for, but if I just ask it why it's not doing that and it can implement something that works around it and grabs it, then we wouldn't have to AI generate any images, which would save us money. So that is something to look into. Let me write that down here. Look into creating fix for articles that need AI image generation. Might be able to get it to grab the actual instead of the AI one. So we'll look at that more. But yeah, that worked, so that's awesome. Perfect. Where is it? That worked. Can we delete those scripts we just made because it was a one-time quality check thing? Do you think we should delete those now? It doesn't run unless you logic for getting the Substack images is already in the ingest RSS script, right? So if we delete the backfill Substack script, it won't affect the pipeline operation, will it? So deleting and removing okay, yes, we can delete both. And it should get rid of the reset and the backfill. Backfill. The backfill and the reset. Run that. Okay. All right. That looks good. All right. So let's just do a git commit, git add all, git commit. Commit after adding Substack sources. Okay. All right. Another Substack that I wanted to try was the Nate B. Jones Substack. He's got a lot of great videos on TikTok, actually. That's where I found him. But he has a great Substack. The only issue with this one is that I think he has videos for the articles and not images. So I don't know if it would actually be able to grab like the thumbnail of the video, or if it would have trouble actually grabbing that. But I think he's got a lot of good stuff. But maybe we can add that one later. But no, that's good that we got those. Let's see. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. All right. So we got that. We know that it works. And we can use that and do a lot more substacks if we want to get more articles in here. Because how many do we have right now? 184. Alright, what else do I want to do? Edit the button, rounded corners. Okay, here, let's do this one. On mobile, move the navbar logo to the left-hand side. When the sidebar opens, this way two logos aren't showing up right next to each other. So I'm gonna try Gemini 3 on this one. But what I'm talking about here is on mobile. So we've got the logo up here in the nav bar, and then when we click the sidebar, we also have a logo here, and there's like two right next to each other like this. What I want to do is put this logo on the left hand side, and then when you open this, the sidebar opens from the left, and then it opens all the way up in the nav bar so that it replaces the logo in the nav bar, and it's just this one. So hopefully it'll understand what I'm trying to do. Let's open up a new chat for this. Gemini 3 Pro, hi. Paste that prompt in there. On mobile, move the navbar logo to the left-hand side, and when the sidebar opens, it opens from the left side, and the sidebar logo at the top replaces the logo in the nav bar. This way two logos aren't showing up right next to each other. And let me take a screenshot of what it looks like right now. Paste that in there. You can take a look at the image I attached to see what it looks like right now for reference. All right, let's see if that fixes it. This is my first time actually trying Gemini 3 with like a UI design thing. So I'm interested to see how well it does. People were saying that Gemini 3 is actually faster than ChatGPT 5.1, but I don't know, it does take a long time some of the time. Oh my gosh. See, I don't know why this is happening. I tried to use Gemini 3 like a couple of prompts ago, and this is what I was getting. The invalid argument and internal error has occurred. Cascade error. And it's only when I use Gemini 3. Why is this error happening? It's got to be a problem with Gemini 3, right? Is it getting like too much volume? System level issue rather than something directly in the code. I'm working with this. Cascade error is a red flag pointing towards a possible platform problem. I'm trying to determine the scope of this. Pinpointing root cause. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's happening. Appears to be a temporary internal system glitch and not an issue with your code. I apologize for the interruption. I will now proceed with the layout changes you requested. Okay, well, if I'm going to continue, I would have switched into code mode. That's fine. Alright, it addressed the error, apparently. Alright, so we just click apply here and apply here. Alright, so that's, I mean, yeah, that's what I was looking for. I don't know, does it look weird on the left-hand side? I don't know, it's probably fine. Alright, we got that. Alright, what else do we got? Make the market dashboard stock cards into skinnier horizontal elements that sit on top of each other. Add more relevant tickers. Let's try this one. So what I'm talking about here is in the market dashboard for the stocks, instead of them being cards like this, I want them to like sit like skinny horizontal lines that are like sitting on top of each other like that. So let's see. On the tech stocks page. Make the stock cards into skinnier horizontal elements that sit on top of each other. Yeah, let's see if I just say that, let's see if it does it. And then we can actually add more stocks into here. Why? Oh, I'm on the actual URL, not the local host. Okay, there we go. So I do want it to be like this, but I'm thinking the prices and the percentage movement should be like right next to it here. And then in the future, we can add buttons over here for some different features that I want to add. Like you can click on it and it will pop up with articles that have to do with that stock. So anything NVIDIA that might be positive or negative towards the stock, you can click a button and it'll pop up information on the latest news of what's going on with that stock. But for now, that's fine and we can leave it. Now let's ask it, review the stock tickers that we are following right now and give me suggestions for more that we can add. These should be top tech stocks or top tech stocks that are heavily influenced by AI, or just top AI stocks in general. Give me a list of more that we can add. Ooh. I know what we can add. Yeah. Here are 8 additional high impact yes, add them. All right, so it added those. All right, so now we're gonna make a little info button. We're gonna make an info button that sits, you know, on the right side of the stock, and you can click on it and it'll explain what that company does. Let's add a little info button that sits to the right side of the stock ticker. when a user clicks this button, it will pop up information on what that company does. On what that company does that is relevant to AI. Come up with a plan to implement this, and then execute the plan accordingly. Let's see what that does. Is it still working? I try to put continue, but it queued it, which means it's still thinking, but it doesn't say that it is. Which is weird. Alright, what's going on? Is it working or not? Okay, there we go. Oh boy. goodness. Alright, Gemini 3. You are gonna make me crash out. There we go. For the info pop-up, make the there should be 2 sections. Right now we have the AI relevance paragraph, but let's have 2 paragraphs. First paragraph should be a brief overview of what the company does, and then the second should be the AI relevance. Which we already have. Make these changes. add those headers to the paragraphs. All right, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Seems like we added more stocks into here, and I feel like the stock bar at the bottom is going a lot faster. I wonder if it, like if you add a bunch of stocks in there, the more stocks that you add, the faster it, you know, scrolls by. That's interesting. All right, that's pretty good. I like what we got done. So now the thing is, so we added those 2 new sources, and in Supabase, our database, we had to add those into the table, but I added them in on the dev project and not the production project. So I'll have to go in and add those into the production table, and then I think after that we should be able to just push everything to production. But yeah, those are some good things that we got done. A lot more to work on. I'm gonna end it here. I gotta go do some stuff, but I will try to be live streaming more. I know that I took a pretty long break, but we got a lot done during that break, and we will be back again pretty soon and working on more. So